Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We are now talking about the post game of the Wednesday night in NHL February 3rd, 2021. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your host, Coach Frenchy, back in the house for the post game of the night. Tonight we have a really quiet night in the NHL. Only two games in the program, so only 4 teams in action. But it was a lot of action in the last game of the night between the Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. But before we talk about this game, we have to go through Tampa Bay Lightning. But before we start talking about this game, we want to mention about the 400 NHL career game of the great hockey player, the captain for the Detroit Red Wings, Mr. Larkin. Congrats again for his 400 hockey game in NHL. And let's start with the first game of the night. The final score, Detroit 1 and Tampa Bay 5. Another big game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So just want to mention to you, after the first 5 minutes at the beginning of the game, at 4:52 exactly, Tampa Bay has already scored 3 goals. Yes, 3 goals and 4 minutes 52, and it was the night over for the goaltender, Thomas Greiss, for the Detroit Red Wings. He left, the head coach, they removed him from the net, and it was over for him. Victor Edmond scored his third of the game. He's opened up at the first minute of the game, and then followed by Cirelli, his second of the year, assisted by Shan, and finally Rand McDonough scored his first of the year at 4 minutes 52, an assist of Blake Coleman. A little bit later, Anthony Manta scored his third of the year to bring that score 3-1, and Brendan Point scored his fourth of the year and an assist of Steven Stamkos, and finally the fifth of the game at the second period, Yannick Gourde scored his fourth of the year, an assist of Sergachev and Blake Coleman. He was his second assist of the game. And honestly, after the 5 minutes at the beginning of the game, this was over. Honestly, Detroit was not ready. They struggled at the beginning, all game, but it became after that a very quiet game because, only 24 shots for Tampa, 16 for Detroit, 54-46 face-off for Detroit, 0-4 both team on power play. Just give you an idea how this game was not like entertaining. 18 hits versus 15 for Tampa Bay, 7 block for Detroit versus 5 for the Lightnings, and finally both teams have 8 minutes the penalty during that game. So like I said, it was really not like really excited game, to be honest with you. 5 minutes after that, you can go home. It was already 3-0. They've just resumed the individual stat of the night. Victor Edmond have 1 goal, 1 assist. D-Jaws have a 1 assist on the goal to Anthony Manta. The most shot came from Nemeth from the Detroit with 3. Tyler Johnson have 4 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Most the TOI of the night for Detroit was Ronick at 21 minutes and 3 seconds, and Victor Edmond have 21 minutes and 17 seconds. And for the goaltending, of course, Chris left right away, so Picard came back and complete the last 45 minutes, the last 55 minutes of the game. He have 17 save for the save percentage of 89.5. On the flip side, Vasilevsky has only 15 save. He got only 16 shots in the net for Detroit. He have a save percentage of 96.3 save percentage for the game. And again, was just like I just mentioned to you. Detroit was not there at all, but Tampa Bay did only what they need to win that sixth game of the year for them. They are now a record of 6-1-1, and for Detroit now they became with 2-6-2. Nothing much to say about this game. Other effect was, like I said, it was not really excited. Not many physicality there. Only 8-minute penalty on both team. Each team had 8 minutes, and honestly, Tampa did what he's supposed to do. They are really structured. Whatever who play, they really follow the system, uh, shift after shift, and I'm just impressed for what John Cooper does behind the bench. To be honest with you, so the first game again, Detroit won, and Tampa Bay fifth. The second game, it was really excited between the Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. It's just an amazing, great game. But before we start, I just want to mention Claude Giroux, the captain of the Philadelphia Flyers, played tonight his 900 career game in NHL. Congrats for Claude Giroux. I know he's not the same player he was before, but still, his leadership on the ice, off ice, make the Flyers better. To be honest with you, he don't score the way he was scoring before, but still, I think he's a top six player for them. Do a lot of really, he does a lot of details what nobody see during the game. So anyway, the game, it was amazing if you watch it. The final score, again and again and again, the Boston Bruins came back with 3 goals back to back to back and win and shootout and overtime. I'm sorry, it's not a shootout and overtime and OT, 4-3. Yes, they came back again with 3 goals, and 2 in the third period. They tie up the game at 1945. It was the third goal and a hat trick from David Pastrnak. It was his fifth goal the last 2 games. He's just on fire, and he scored a goal. He tied the game 3-3, and then 31 seconds later on OT, Patrice Bergeron and on the assist of Kritchik and Pastrnak again scored an OT. He gave this another W for the Boston Bruins, and during that time he was again in power play. Scott Loudon was in the penalty box, and Boston took advantage of all the penalty for Boston from Philadelphia. They scored 3 goals and 4 attempts, and that's make a big difference. But again, Pastrnak is third, fourth, and fifth, and it was 3-1 at the middle of the third period, and then Pastrnak scored about 12 minutes, I believe, and then he came back again with another goal at 1945 and square and tie the game 3-3. And again, Bergeron score. For the Philadelphia Flyers, Kevin Hayes is 6th of the year, and assist of Philip Myers and Sanham. Voracek scored his 3rd of the year on assist of Patrick and Sanham again, and then finally is 6th of the year. John Farabee scored his 6th and assist of GVR. Honestly, Scott Latton, Voracek and Farabee scored the first 2 goals at the beginning of the third period, and at that point we thought it was going to be over. But again, Boston did not give up. They came back with 2 more goals, and then they came another goal in OT, and boom, it's over. So what happening with this win? Boston now they are 7-1-2 versus Philadelphia at 7-2-2. 35 shots for Boston and only 25 for the Flyers. Faceoff was 46 Boston, 54 for Flyers. But this is really what they make a difference. 3 and 4 on power play for the Boston Bruins and only 0 and 2 for the Flyers. 25 versus 26 hit for the Flyers. Block, it was 18 versus 13 for the Flyers again, and 4-minute penalty only for the Boston Bruins and 8 for the Flyers. But I think this was a big difference during the game where they took advantage of the power play, the Boston Bruins, to steal the game to the Flyers. Um, Individual stat, most of the point during the game. David Pastrnak have 4 points. We can put also Patrice Bergeron. Pastrnak have 3 goals, 1 assist. Bergeron have 1 goal, 3 assists during the game. For the Flyers, Sanhan defensemen have 2 points, 2 assists. Most of the shot during the game for the Boston Bruins. Pastrnak again, 7 shots on the net with 3 goals, great percentage. For the Flyers, Oscar Lindblom have 4 shots. TOI, Charlie McAvoy with 23 minutes, 13 seconds. For the Flyers, defenseman Provorov, 25 minutes, 11 seconds. Save for the night for Rask, 22. Save for the save percentage of 88.0. And for the Flyers, Carter Hart, 31 save for the 88 in 6 for save percentage. And again, you can blame a Carter Hart a little bit there, but at the end of the day, it's just amazing. For the second game back-to-back right now, they did the same thing to the Washington Capitals, where the first 30 minutes, 40 minutes of the game, they will let it go, and then boom, 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 Boston came back and they win against Washington with 5 goals straight after they was losing 3-0. And tonight, after they losing 3-1, the last 8 minutes scored 2 goals on for square the game 3-3, and then the OT. Patrice Bergeron, the captain, scored his 6th of the year and gave to Boston Bruins the win, their 7th game of the year. For the we finish always this program the same way. At the post game, we gave the 3-star of the night, and we have to first of all the 3rd star of the night. Victor Edmond have 1 goal, 1 assist for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The 2nd star of the night with 1 goal, 3 assists. We have to go with Patrice Bergeron. And finally, the 1st star of the night, number 88, with a 3-goal hat trick, David Pastrnak. So a great job for the big 88. He's just an amazing scorer. And you know what? Whatever he started the season late, missing maybe the first 8 games, I believe, for them, he have a chance to win the Maurice Richard. I really believe he have a chance to win the Maurice Richard. So, he's only about 4 goals behind, with 3, 4, 5, he's maybe 4 goals behind the one dominate most goal in NHL. But again, great performance for the Boston Bruins. Really excited to see the game tonight. Again, an OT game, 4-3 Boston, and then finally the first game of the night. It was between Detroit, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay win 5-1. So thanks again for watching the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, Frenchy, directly from the book. But before we close this show, just want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show. Have a great listening night, everybody. See you tomorrow.